Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a special Halloween edition of D&V Investigations, where it's just me, Vicky. Hello, and happy Halloween to you, Matthew Fowler. I hope you are doing well. Hello, everybody. I know, I missed the weekend, and I had this stuff. I had this great Katie did clip, and it was gonna expire, you guys. It was like so much weird shit has been going on that, like, if I waited even 2 more days or the 3 days till Monday to do this thing, it just would have been stale. I don't want stale. I mean, it's stuff everybody else has probably already covered, but I like to think I have a slightly different perspective, on things. I may be fooling myself. I could be completely full of shit, but here I am. Oh, I saw, Chainsaw Man over the weekend, and it was fabulous. You should go. Uh, I went with a normie friend. He wanted to go see that movie about the guy that lives in the shopping mall, and I didn't wanna see a movie about a guy that lived in the shopping mall. So, hi. Hello, Clicky Cat. I am just jealous of Liam being good at sex and money. I'll hashtag your romance, Glenn. Yeah, it's the way it's gonna be tonight, you guys. Oh, hello, Emily Kruger. Nice to see you. Hey, how's it going? Uh, this has just been a wacky week from one end to the other. None of these people ever learn anything, and they just keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Hello, Colonel Morg. All Hallows Eve and ghouls and clout goblins abound, everyone. Light your jack-o'-lanterns is true. It's true. Scare 'em all off. We are approaching the Day of the Dead, which is a much more, I don't know, I like it better as a holiday, to tell you the truth. I wonder if the shop will be busy tomorrow. I would think so. I would imagine that it's a kinda holiday where, um, all of the South Americans that come to the shop would still wanna go do their shopping. I don't know. Seems celebratory. Hello, Aldous. How are you this evening? I really enjoyed the show earlier this week. It was great. If you guys aren't subbed to Aldous, you should be. Yeah. One of the few people around that actually talks about comics too, so go give him a sub. Alright, so where are we gonna start? Where am I gonna start today? I think I'm gonna go ahead, like, tell you the truth, this whole fucking stream is gonna be a dumpster fire round, so I'm not even gonna pretend that it's not, alright? So let's start here with Malin. And the craziest, and this was great, was, um, I guess it was Monday. You know, Malin's gotta do his own draw stream over on his channel, and, uh, 'cause he just won't do it with everybody else, and Shane doesn't really like doing draw streams, but he joins John on these streams, and it looks like he's drawing some of the time, but I guess it's just they don't wanna draw what everybody else is having to draw too, right? And and it seems to me they really just don't wanna be on Ethan's channel all that much, to tell you the truth. I mean, that's kind of the way they talk and kinda kvetch and complain, and it was like the Mean Girls, uh, at the lunch table. Their stream was the 2 of them together. And then I've got it's mixed in with, the pre-Jack show. Oh, God. I don't know why they still call it the Jack show. It's not like Kelsey's around anymore. And, the closeout kind of, because the Jack show is no longer available. I went to go get it this morning. Somebody told me about it, and, I had totally forgotten it was the closeout of the stupid book, right? I didn't even think that it had already been 30 days, It seemed to go by way too fast, but I think the last few months period have gone by pretty quickly for me, so it's not too surprising that I kinda lost track. But here we go. Here's John Malin.
JD Kirby says, close out on Jack. I hope you're hosting. Yes, I
Oh, and by the way, Shane's connection was shit. He ended up disconnecting partway through the stream and then coming back. Like, he was frozen here for quite some time, but he was still talking. Like, his audio was still coming through, but his camera was all jacked to hell.
will be hosting Jack Show this Thursday. We will be closing
and honestly,
out this Thursday.
It's an improvement.
And if Graham launches, we're going to try to rah everyone to buy my book. You know, so what else am I going to do?
Yeah, it's kind of like a shitty situation. But when this happened last year, it actually was talked about on stream, and Graham's like, oh, well, it's just my I'm going to go in demand, John, so it's fine. But what had...
Oh, yeah, backstory. Graham Nolan was opening a campaign when John Malin was having his fake fucking closeout. It's not a real closeout, people, because, you know, John does the 30 days, and then he extends it for 30 days, and they're complaining that Graham Nolan isn't honoring John Malin's fake fucking close on his campaign. Crazy. It is. Oh, anyway, I'm just gonna let it keep playing.
Happened. All right, here you go. I got it pulled up. But what had happened is, like, basically Graham, like, the reason we move around each other, I got off point, sorry, is not to cannibalize, but also be a courteous thing, but also for you backers. So it's easier for you guys to manage your expectations and spending, I guess. So, you know, I'm not complaining RBI Studios. This isn't my complaint. I'm just reciting the goddamn conversation.
The thing is like, look, man, something might line up from time to time. It might be a little uncomfortable. You know, I mean, a week I think is, you know, fairly good for placing campaigns away from each other. You know, a week, that's not too bad. But yeah, man, it's like, but the thing is, like, you know, a lot of these guys that were closing or opening or closing right around my last campaign close, like, these are the guys who were behind the scenes being like, hey guys, let's make it, put in an effort not to open and close on top of each other. And it's like, and then I got 3 of them landing on my closeout week last time. And now here I am again on a closeout week, and now I get one of them smack dab on top of look, he can launch, he can do whatever he wants, but I'm just like, you know, when you guys are behind the scenes being like, hey, let's try not to launch on top of each other, I'm like, okay, well, all right, let's try not to launch on top of each other. Comic Artist Pro Secrets, did you notice that John's 30-day closeout and Graham's launch around the same day? Instead of these situations causing issues, the king should have a shared calendar. This is what people have talked about forever. I don't think you need a calendar.
Can you imagine? A shared calendar. Yeah, that's what they should do. They should definitely set up like one of those Google calendars, and they can all contribute to it, and then they can compare everything and make sure nobody's opening or closing. And the crazy shit is you can close your campaign early. You can extend it for 15 days. You on Indiegogo, this used to be the case, I guess. You know, as far as John is concerned right here, he could extend it for as long as he wants, but heaven forbid anybody should step on his toes within a week of his fake closeout.
The calendar, guys, but you might want to plan things out a little bit better. Well, you're doing this to me 2 years in a row. Maybe you should, you know, do what you said and try not to land on top of other people, you know. So, anywho, Shane, I think I'm going to launch my closeout stream around 6 p.m. on Thursday. And then I'm probably going to roll that right into Jack's show.
Wow.
Yeah. Gonna make that money. Got to make that money.
I think Andy said he's launching
Whoops. Sorry. I didn't check all the videos. Sorry about the blur right there.
a Kickstarter Wednesday.
Who? What?
For his campaign. I think he's running a variant cover on Kickstarter for Lilith Wednesday.
Son of a bitch. Bigotry says, what a diva. Andy Smith is launching a campaign on Kickstarter on Wednesday.
I think, but I mean, I think it's a Billy Tucci cover.
Okay.
Dude, what if Ethan...
That voice right there. I'm sorry. Like, I would have been my PFP would have been blocking it anyway. But man, when he's just like Kickstarter, and he's just like, okay. Yeah, like he's just been stabbed in the heart or something, because not only is it Kickstarter, it's Andy Smith opening on top of him too.
forgets, and Graham's in your chat.
I'm glad it's not my cover. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I just did a cover for the guy. And it's launching on my...
Wouldn't it be ironic though if Andy Smith puts John Malin's cover on a Kickstarter? Oh, that would be so beautiful.
On my closeout date?
Huh. Interesting.
Street smart. She might be both.
So you weren't screaming at her, I know you cut the shit, you know, like in The Professional, you know.
Oh, if she did that, I'd be pissed. Like, it's okay if you drink it. Don't ruin what you leave behind.
Oof.
I have no idea what they were
I just
talking
took a shot. I
about.
don't know what I took a shot for.
That's all I wanted in this video.
91,000.
$91,000. Woo!
There you go.
Yeah.
91,556. 4 hours remaining, guys. What a terrific night. Appreciate all of you. Sean, Ethan, even Shane. I just took a shot. I don't know what I took a shot for.
Freedom.
91,000.
$91,000. Woo!
Oh,
go.
whoops, I should have watched the video, I guess.
91,556.
My bad.
4 hours remaining, guys. What a terrific
I clicked this
night.
one right after
Appreciate all
work,
of you.
so I apologize.
Sean, Ethan, even Shane.
Yeah, I
You know?
just want you to know, like, I want credit on the books because I did say, like, hey, you know, Andrea said you're going to help John out. And I said, yeah, of course I am. It's John's day to, you know, close out his campaign. I woke up this morning and said John's day. And I tweeted out, John's launching today. And everybody said, some friend you are. Do you even like John? He's not launching. He's closing.
Still a young night. When you guys see this new cover, you're going to be very excited. All you guys that are on the
Spoiler, none of you will be very excited.
fence. Yeah, Shane mentioned earlier about the secret perks, about how there's a possibility they might come back. If they do come back, I wanted to say this when we were saying it, but it slipped. If the secret perks do come back, then those things will be great, guys. You'll be able to get that $20 off on like the box set, you know, the box tiers. So that's great. But in case it doesn't, you might want to just go ahead and back anyways. And if the secret perks do come back over the course of the campaign, then just refund and grab those, at $20 cheaper. But yeah, don't hold out. You might miss out. What if this thing doesn't even extend the 30 days, Ethan?
Oh man.
Like, you remember, like, on the old Indiegogo, all you had to go was, I think it was basic. You scroll all the way down. You just change the number, and then you hit like a green check mark or something, and like you're done, and you hit save, you're done. Like that was it. I think I found, because it showed me in the dashboard, whatever, like where my launch date was and where my closeout date, and it's all faded, like it's locked. And I was like, fuck, I don't know if I can extend this thing.
Okay, let me point out here that John Malin has had at least 2 weeks to contact someone at Indiegogo to help walk him through this shit, to answer any questions he may have about the closeout of his stream or his fake closeout, to find out if he could do it or not. Right? This was not sprung upon John Malin this morning. No. He couldn't call, he couldn't email, he couldn't get on a Zoom, nothing. He didn't do anything until today, or the day of the closeout, which was yesterday.
So I kept looking all over the place, and you have to go like Inception, layers deep to find what I think will actually change it. So I wrote it down so I don't forget it for tonight. So I will do my best to extend the campaign for additional 30 days. But if it doesn't close, guys, that's it. It's done. I will not be reopening this campaign. So grab those books. But I think we'll be okay. So that would suck. I guess worst case, I could probably write them and say, hey, homos. Sapiens.
Yeah.
Reopen my campaign.
Yeah, they're just gonna do that for you, John. They're not gonna examine your campaign. They're not gonna look at your campaign. They're not gonna do all the shit that would have happened to your campaign if it had launched just a couple days later. He managed to skip the new onboarding process and most of the newer terms of service, right? His campaign page is a terms of service violation. And they're going to look at it anyway before they give him his money. That's the new process. There's 3 stages. I figured this shit out. I mean, there's some cool shit going on in that Indiegogo though, right? Like the new processes. You can set like stretch payments so people can actually pay in installments and stretch it out. You can choose voluntarily to just pay for it now instead of waiting until whenever that particular phase of the campaign closes out or whatever. And then the stretch goals, the hidden stretch goals, that's different. Everything seems to be out in the open, but what you can do is you can create groups of backers, which I would assume it would be pretty easy to create a group of backers who signed up for the campaign or who are even members of your channel, but the perk itself wouldn't be hidden. So people would know that the people who signed up for the campaign, what they got was, 20% off or $20 off of the box. I think from what I've read of the terms of service, and I went through all the steps of all the different processes, that seems to be the way it works. Like everything is going to be on that page. No hidden stuff. You can see all of the add-ons, which is nice, right? So instead of backing your one perk on the front page, and getting to the back page and seeing what the add-ons are and having to decide, then you can just look right at the front page. And then you can add it to your pledge if you've already backed. You just hit the little button. You're done. I mean, that's the way it should be, right? John Malin, unfortunately, his campaign's closed. It closed at $103,636,000. Well, there you go. It did better. It did 6 figures. I don't know why this book looks like a total piece of shit, but John may never see a cent of that money, which would be interesting. I don't know. I'm not saying that is going to happen, but it is a possibility once they look at the campaign right there. Look at that image right there in the front. You've got Klansmen and burning crosses. It's right there. in the header of the fucking campaign. TOS violation. The TJ promotion bump. Yeah. Yeah. Right. And then, this, of course, is what happens when you look at the page. All of the add to pledge, you can't buy the original book, nothing. It's all grayed out. There's no clicking on anything. And look up at the top there. So you've got 20 comments on the campaign, which I didn't bother to look at, right? And then you've got 0 updates, and it's been up for 30 days. He couldn't even give like a, hey, thanks for helping me meet my goal update, right? Which is the name of those fucking vampires. Yeah, that's what it is. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Which are only black people in the book, apparently, right? So, um, at no point did he update his little thumbnail. So either John is just a lazy slob, which is possible, or Ethan still has not drawn this cover for Black Riding Hood 2, which is also possible, but that's okay because he has until like August of 2026 to get off his fat ass and do it. And the 30-day incentive to back John's campaign, the brand new cover was by none other than Cecil. Yes, Cecil. I shit you not. Yeah. Yeah. I really don't have much to say about that particular image. But he gave Mint a beard and a mustache, which is really, really, really fucking weird. All right. Yeah, it's that I can't look at that anymore. It's horrifying. Horrifying. I saw who was it? It was another ComicsGate creator on X complaining. Oh, Clint. I believe it was Clint Holinsky. I think it was Clint Holinsky was complaining that because of the new website, he couldn't he couldn't finish his tier sending it out to people. And I was just like, "Oh my God. What are you doing?" I DM'd some people that use Indiegogo just to make sure I wasn't completely full of shit, because that's how you do things, right? And you can use the back end of Indiegogo to sort stuff by categories, and it makes it pretty easy to sort things by perk, which I think is what Ethan did. He like decided when he did Wreck Planet, which still is not completely fulfilled. Those head sketches are not happening. He I think he just, he went from like the cheapest perk down to the most expensive perk, and just completely didn't think about the fucking head sketches until they got through those perks on Indiegogo to that one. I know it's ridiculous, but I think that's what happened. So here he is complaining, and I'm like, you could download a CVS file. You can slap that bitch into Excel. You can sort it by backer, name, city, state, perk, how much they fucking spent. All of that shit. All of that marketing information that you just didn't keep a fucking backup. You don't have a local copy of all of that information in case something happens at Indiegogo? How are you guys that fucking retarded? I do not understand. I honest to God. Maybe it's just because I like data, right? I mean, I am the one that spent way too many hours for way too many years, like sorting through and collating all of the Indiegogo data so that I would know what kind of numbers ComicsGate was doing. And I said the numbers were dropping, and then they just fell off a fucking cliff. Maybe it's just I'm that anal retentive. I do not know, but I cannot imagine having my entire business at the mercy of someone else's fucking computer. Like, I don't know. I just don't get it at all. It's crazy. And then I saw a clip on Twitter. Somebody retweeted it, and I think it originated from WC Pimp, but I could be wrong. Like those war campaign accounts, they're all the same. And it was a clip from LRJ's stream. So I went over to Ethan's because, man, they just wouldn't stop fucking talking long enough for me to actually try to um follow really well what was going on with Ethan and what all he was saying. So I went over to Ethan's stream, and it was about the Kyle Ritter and Rainbow the Brute thing. And I had a couple of things to say about it. So I'll show it to you first.
Crazy Cat says the page might be worth more if the book was published. D. Well, that's for sure. I know that, but it's coming. Rainbow the Bird is on its way. Little Heck Blue says, is this a CG auction or an EVS auction? It's both. Like I told everybody there was going to be a ComicsGate auction today. I have not let anybody else in yet because I have a ton of stuff that's got to go first.
Okay, so this is about an hour 10 minutes into his stream. He's already been selling off shit. This is the first thing of his that he's selling off. So he's been selling off shit by other artists that he was given, that he paid for. I don't know, but he was for an hour and 10 minutes because it's time for him to be selfish, I guess.
Whenever I do a ComicsGate auction, I get like 20 people in here, and then I'm able to sell maybe 2 things. And it goes like all night long. So I'm being selfish today. Bullet says, how is Kyle not coloring a character he looks like? Turn in those pages, critter. Yeah, I mean, the stuff he's turning in looks great. I had to give him a little bit of a whip, and I fired him from the 1993 Heather Swain book. Because I don't think those were his colors. I think he was farming out those colors to another colorist, like I wouldn't notice. And then like coloring John stuff instead. So I had to let him go. And then I yelled at him, and suddenly I'm getting a couple of pages in from Rainbow the Brute that are just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. It's like him at his best. But yeah, like Wodenshot says, that's a shame. It is a shame. I don't like to fire Kyle, but I really felt like, what are you doing? Like, why are you trying to pull one over on me? I don't pay you well enough. I pay you really well. You should be not pulling one over on me and doing doing a nice job. Going 3 times. And Fraud 79, you're gonna get it. Fair warning. And sold the Fraud 79 for $240. Congratulations. That is great.
$240. Yeah. What it is it's not actually a page from Rainbow the Brute. It is a page he is, quote, rejected from Rainbow the Brute that he was selling off. So it's not technically the same as the $1,000 perk of Rainbow the Brute. Strangely, it should probably be worth even more money. But, yeah. Yeah, $240. Man. Remember? Yeah, it really is Henry Bemis. Remember the nights when Ethan was getting like 12, 2,600 bucks for original art? Yes, he did do a page and he decided to throw it the fuck away and not use it. For whatever reason, it just didn't fit with the zeitgeist, I guess, of where he was going. But this is what Ethan does. He hasn't written a story. He just has like some vague ideas of some characters and gets really excited, I guess, about the main character, like Cyberfrog, and just plops him into situations that he feels like drawing that particular day, whether or not it makes much sense, to tell you the truth. Like it doesn't always make much sense. And that's why you get these I swear it's probably why it takes him so fucking long. I wonder how much he actually gets rid of that he doesn't keep. Like how many starts and stops just because Ethan, doesn't outline or have a story ready or anything. Cause yeah, that CG United idea is a total clusterfuck. It really is. Like the whole process of it, not just the book, not just the, you know, we're gonna fight, we're gonna put Cyberfrog up against generic Batman or something. It's not just that, it's the whole process. It's all of it. You know, I was I was Hervoge, for any of you who don't know him, had posted I guess he's been going through some of the IGG stuff, and, so he says, according to the new changes with backer numbers on IGG, uh, 27.6K backed Jawbreakers as a whole, but there was a 10.2K backer drop from Bloodhoney to Wreck Planet. I haven't had a chance to check that out yet, which I really wanna I'm gonna have to it it was a busy day after work today, and I will, and I'll let you guys know for sure what the difference is and, like, the backer numbers between especially, if you look at the 3. So I don't know if that's the 3 campaigns for Bloodhoney or just the first campaign for Blood I do not know, which is why I'm gonna check all the numbers because I still have all the old stuff, and because 'cause I'm really interested, that really got my noggin going. Like, did he have a drop in backers from 1 to 2? I it he's the campaign made so much money for, Wreck Planet, right? It did 1.2, I think, something like that, 1.2 million. I mean, it made so much money, and in the of course, it's people backing over and over and over again, but I I am really, really interested to see how much of that was, super inflated by the double backing, and if there was a dip between, Bloodhoney and Wreck Planet. Ethan knows, or Ethan could have found out if he bothered to download that CVS file and slap it into Excel. So, yeah. You know What's great about this Indiegogo thing, which I'm only gonna talk about for a few more minutes, and then I'll get into Katie Did and Liam. What's great about this Indiegogo thing, that I'm gonna enjoy watching, to tell you the truth. I wanna see if anybody goes back to Indiegogo. People that kinda left Indiegogo and weren't really using it for as a platform to crowdfund their own books. That I'm interested in. But because of these big pauses, right? So you get your followers, you put up your pre-order kind of thing, and you're not really uh signing up. You just follow the campaign now, I think. There may be a separate sign up thing. I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I'm pretty sure it might just be there might be a special sign up list. Okay? So you've got that. Then you've got your funding. And then between funding and late funding is this 2-week gap, more or less. And what people will come up with to capture more attention going into that with the gap. See, I heard, what was it? It was when Mandy was complaining about, well, or all of them actually, I think have said it at one time or another so far, is, well, right after the close, we really depend on that first, and it is 30 days. It's 30 days after the close that people will still be backing in demand. It was the first 30 days would usually be around like, 20 to 30%. I think this is off the top of my head, and it's been a while since I looked at the numbers. Around 30% of the complete total of the in demand money that they would get, right? And after 60 days, that usually just completely dried up, and there was very little coming in on the in demand. Is what they're going to do to get attention in that 2-week pause. Do you not talk about the campaign for a while and then come back with a big, huge something, a new cover, a new exciting perk? I don't know what. What people will do will be exciting. What people like John Malin will fail to do is also going to be very, very exciting. Right. This is all John. This was John's business plan, Indiegogo. He had nothing beyond throwing his campaigns out there. And since he wasn't able to do his fake closeout and extend his campaign for another 30 days, is he going to change his mind and use late funding? Because he could use late funding for as long as he wants to use late funding. He doesn't have to run it forever until he sends out the books. He could do late funding for only 30 days, get his extra 30 days, right? I don't know why they were still doing the fake closeout anyway, because it lost its power 3-4 years ago. The big midway bump just stopped happening. So I don't know why they did. Anyway, let's get away from Indiegogo and these stupid idiots that don't know, that haven't figured out that this is actually a business that they need to take seriously like a business, and move on to someone who thinks she's helping business. And I must say, watching Katydid flip the fuck out is always a good time.
Katydid Clip says, I've come back to the internet for now just to say, fuck you, Frog Tony. This naive woman will fucking destroy you. And I'll do it a little at a time. He fucked with the wrong bitch.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I think we've all forgotten how terrifying Katie could be when she's in.
Oh, I'm pissed. Katydid, hey hun, how are you?
Katie?
Oh, I'm great. I'm just looking up recipes for frog legs. Because I'm going to put that motherfucker in the pot, and I'm going to set that shit on boil, and I'm going to watch you fucking suffer slowly and slowly as your eyes start popping out your fucking head because of the mess of boiling water. How fucking dare you call me a naive woman? How dare you call me a bitch? How fucking dare you tell me what to fucking do? You little piece of fucking shit. Don't you...
Just real quick, I can't tell if she was more irritated and angry about being called naive or a woman. Just saying.
Ever tell me what to fucking do. Don't ever tell me whose sides I want to pick. Because guess what, Tony? You told me to pick a side. Liam, you told me to pick a side?
Yeah.
Well, be proud of yourself, motherfuckers. Because here soon, I'm coming to church, and I'm going to get baptized. And let me tell you something. I'm going to make sure everybody knows, Tony, that you are a lying sack of shit. How fucking dare you? After everything I do to you, I send you clips, I do all this stuff for you for almost 2 years. You're done. I'm done. Don't ever fucking DM me. Go ahead and fucking block me, because I don't give a fuck. I will fucking ruin you, and I'll do it in the most womanly way possible, just to fucking piss you off. And then when I take your frog legs and I eat it, I'm gonna let everybody see how fucking I'm gonna cook your sorry fucking ass. Don't you ever put me through that humiliation again. And in the fact that you don't want to watch my reaction or hear what I have to say, you can go fuck yourself. It'll be the one thing you regret. I will make sure that I will fucking break your legs. And where you sitting there and you're gonna look up at me, motherfucker, and you're gonna be begging for me to stop. Guess what, bitch? I'm not gonna stop. And I got plenty of recipes to go through, so don't fuck with me. Let me say one more thing too before I hop off here.
Go ahead.
CG Church is not anti-ComicsGate. It is not. They are very much part of CG. You don't like the way they do things? That's fine. I'm not a fan of it either sometimes. But let me tell you something. These men spent 4 hours trying to defend me. They said everything that I had felt and wanted to say that I couldn't say Wednesday. They took time out of their night to defend me and help fix my credit, because Tony, you went on that stream trying to destroy my reputation. And I love how Liam was trying to destroy my reputation in front of Ethan. You both are gonna fucking regret that. You fucked with the wrong bitch.
I had so much fun, like, editing that. Once I got that video all edited, and I was just like, yeah, this is so cool. I had to share it. That's why I'm doing this whole fucking stream, is because I really liked that one video. But my God, those people over there. Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry. CG Church and the FFS channel are now squarely in the slums. The slums is CG and anti-CG, and it's the only place now where the two mix. Like, you can't be anti-CG and plop up around, like an Ethan or Shane stream, right? And the only reason that ComicsGate and anti-ComicsGate end up mixing in the slums, it's because we've all been hanging around each other for a really fucking long time. That's all. We all know each other. We've been hanging out in the same spaces. Like, I know, I can go to Finn's, right? And make jokes about my tits, and I can probably not really do that, or wouldn't do that at, like, Aldous' stream. But we all follow each other on Twitter. We're all subscribed to the same fucking channels mostly. So we're all still here. I was on Sin's stream the other night, last week, for a few minutes. So yeah. By the standards of ComicsGate, CG Church is anti-CG. Technically. All the slums are considered anti-ComicsGate, and that's where you all chose to fucking hang out. You couldn't go build your own goddamn fucking neighborhood. No, you had to come into ours and try to tell us what and who we fucking are. All of you. They all did that. Tony, Katie, Sin's trying to do it. We're we're like this weird mix over here between LRJ's channel and Finn's and Griff's. You know? We all just sort of move along. We bump against each other. We don't necessarily start fights in chats. Shit. I used to sit and get into chats, and Sheila Aliens would be there. And we'd throw a couple barbs and then we were fine. We didn't, then we just kind of ignored each other. And a lot of people do that around here, except for these new people. They like to continue to fucking fight in chats, on each other's streams. And the whole time they're criticizing us for our blood sports. It's just pretty fucking good, right? They're all doing the exact same thing. But then Katie, a couple of days later, Katie goes to church. Yeah, she does. She heads on over to CG Church, and something happened in between. It does. It does really attract broken people. Yeah.
Good evening, gentlemen.
You wanted to come on church and I guess be baptized, right?
To get baptized.
Hallelujah.
God, no.
It's a good thing
Yes,
to
sir.
have CG Church. Baptized Katie then.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm here for.
So, Katie, welcome to church. You got anything that you would like to say about what's going on?
Well, before I get baptized with the holy water, I would like to say something to ComicsGate. ComicsGate, I am sorry that that things had turned out the way they did. I never wanted it to be this way. I never planned it to be this way. And I know that a lot of people are not happy with me. I know a lot of people have unsubbed from me. I've had people say that if this is what I think of friends, then what do I think of customers? And I just want to say, ComicsGate, that you, the backers, are the most important people in this movement, because without you, ComicsGate wouldn't be here thriving. We wouldn't be here funding comics. We wouldn't be here to fulfill lifelong dreams that a lot of people had that they couldn't do before, but now they have the opportunity to do it. They can thank goodness for networking and promotion. From here on out, my focus will be on my clips because those are important. It's what brought me here also. But I just want to let you know, ComicsGate, that I do love you and that I will never go anti. I know some people are speculating that that's what's happening. I have donated a lot of my time and resources to ComicsGate, and I do not regret it one bit, and I will continue to do it. I am here for all the backers, and you have my support. To those that I continue to promote, and those that still stand by me and want me to promote their campaigns, thank you. Without you and your support, and including the backers here, my channel wouldn't be where it's at. I wouldn't be where I'm at. Without that support, I wouldn't even be initiated as a king in ComicsGate. I owe that all to you guys.
Yeah.
And I know that this is just the beginning. Because when you get baptized and you accept Christ as your Savior, the devil is going to try to really, really hard to steer you away from your mission, your faith, your love for ComicsGate.
I can't even. When I heard her fucking say that, Jesus and the devil is gonna pull. You need to turn to Jesus because the devil's gonna pull you away from fucking ComicsGate. From ComicsGate. She wrote this shit down. Well, she had some help from probably Grok. Right. That was some of the most blaspheming shit I had heard in quite some time. That was horrifying and made me dislike her even more, which was hard.
So I am here to get baptized at CG Church. I want to, I look forward to having the sins washed away of people that I once supported, hurt on me. I know that I got very upset yesterday, and just understand that it was, it's 2 years of pent up rage.
Yeah.
I want to thank CG Church for taking time out of their night for 5 hours to defend me, say the words I couldn't say on Wednesday. I just want people to know that I love ComicsGate, and I will continue to support people. I know that from here on out, it's not going to be easy. This is just the beginning.
Yeah, you ain't
But,
okay, let her talk.
but I just want you to know that I love you, CG. And I will always be here for you until my last dying breath. That is all.
Did people really fucking say that shit? And you're just like they were leaving because they
They believe that I'm going against the movement. They believe that I disrespect the customers.
She disrespects the customers by calling Frog Tony the piece of shit that he is. This is the most made up fucking things that never happened for $800, Alex, I have heard in quite some time. It's too fucking stupid to be true. That people got upset with Katie and were gonna leave ComicsGate because she's having a fight with Frog Tony and Liam. Really? Really? Bitch, we warned you. I warned you about Frog Tony. I told you all that he was a grifting piece of shit. He came over from that Amico crap. He grifted over there for years before he came over here. I warned you, Katie. Please, cry harder.
Honestly, you did more than Tony could ever do. I want to make it clear that I never asked Tony to defend me. I will never take it for granted that he did. I'm always going to be thankful for that. That includes Liam as well. No matter how much they hate me and how much I'm very upset with both of them. I'm going to give forgiveness to Liam. Liam, I forgive you.
I'm not really sure why I put a break in right here, but this white knight simping for Katie from all of these guys and this manipulative, emotional woman cheer thing. Maybe I'm just fucking old. I don't know. But the manipulative tears just, I don't even think I have words to describe how I feel about manipulating through tears as a woman. It's fucking weak. I know. I know it works on you. I know. But it just means she has no other fucking position here. Nothing. I bet she does this shit at home. Yes. My God. Why would you take this shit seriously. And why would you sit there and feel the need to defend Katie did for 4.5, 5 fucking hours when she could do it herself? You heard her yelling at Frog Tony. We've heard her screeching at Dan Fraga. Who else? I don't know. She was going to leave the internet. People. She had one more stream she had to do with Mint. So Mint could, jiggle her titties around screen. And then she's probably not going to do any more promotion or her little CG stream, morning streams. She was just going to leave the internet. I mean, none of that's going to happen, of course, because now when she had the one person who DM'd her from like Liam's chat under a sock account or left a comment on a video and said, I'm unsubscribing because you were mean to Liam. And then these guys defend her for 4.5 hours? What the fuck? Over the most made up goddamn bullshit you've ever heard in your entire life. And why? Why anybody feels a need to defend people and continue these fights is crazy to me, but let's keep going here. We got a little more.
All right, give me a minute. Hold on. Everybody in my house was asleep. I sat on my couch and I listened. And there were moments I shed tears because these gentlemen were able to say the things that I just did not have the courage to say.
It's so beautiful, people.
And the fact that they knew how I felt, they knew where I stood, and I'm forever in debt to Cynic, Ruby, and the rest of the folks here at church, DG, and others for doing that. I'm forever indebted to you guys because it was a relief. It felt so good knowing that finally somebody understood me and where I was standing.
Yeah.
And thank you. Thank you. And thank you, and to those that still support me throughout all this and understand that I never wanted to pick sides, and even after the ridicule and humiliation that that Tony had put me through, and that you were still willing to stand by me is incredible.
Tony called her a naive woman and a bitch.
Incredible. Thank you so much.
What the fuck? Get off the internet, Katie. Take that sabbatical and make it last through your retirement. Just leave. If you can't fucking take it, just get the fuck off. Just go. You embroil yourself in all this fucking drama, and then when you get any kind of flashback from it, you start fucking crying. Every fucking time. Like, just go. You're not built for this. It's not part of your makeup, Katie. I understand you're gonna tie this all into your grift, but just get the fuck out if you're gonna cry and be weak. There's no weak people in the ComicsGate's slums, bitch. They get drummed out. They're gone. All of them. And what's crazy is like Frog Tony and Liam, like, Like, Frog, she knows he's a piece of shit, right? She's known it. And then she goes off and she talks like she's got all this extra shit on fucking Tony, right? That's the way it came off. Like she has all this other shit on Tony that she's gonna just leak out and just, you know, kind of sit on and push, just like War Campaign threatened to do, but they never actually quite did. Which just tells you that she always knew he was a piece of shit. Defending him, being on shows together, and how fucking transactional all of these relationships are. You'll see it later on with Liam. But man, I gave you clips and I did this for you and I did that for you. And how dare you take Liam's side because now Liam hates me because of Vaughn. This is also complicated and stupid on top of it because of Von fucking Klaus. Does anybody even like Von Klaus? Anybody? I don't know anyone that actually likes him all that much. He's a prick. He's all over fucking social media, lying his ass off of people who sell more books than him. That's Von Klaus. You know? And Katie, of course, like Von Klaus, I guess he's still a king, I suppose. So, of course, they're going to be tight-ish, publicly, whatever. Do the whole clout chase, wrap the leashes around each other. It's very, very creepy and gross, you know? Because that's all it is. It's just clout chasing. Tony brings Katydid in from where? Who the fuck knows? Katydid sticks with Tony because Tony's next to Ethan. The clout tree grows. She sees Liam, so she gloms onto Liam because Liam's got all of that Ethan support. The clout tree grows. She cries practically on cue over stupid ass fucking shit. So all the men feel sorry for her. The clout tree grows. Yeah. It's just so fucking strange. And they all fall for it, but they all think like Sin, from everything I've seen, I mean, maybe he's a nice guy. I don't know him personally, but from everything I've seen, he seems to think he's smarter than everybody who came before who got chewed up and spit out by this machine called ComicsGate. Starting off from the slums. Like there's not much upward mobility from here. So we're going to move on to Liam, which means this. Somebody later on tonight will probably be e-fapping fucking Liam. It'll probably be Risey. You know, that seems to be his new job. Right? Right? Now somebody later on tonight will... I didn't mean to hit that. Where did that go? Where did it go? Here. I just wanted to address this real quick. I actually backed Monster MD back when it first came up on Indiegogo back in the day. And the reason I did, I believe, was because there was going to be a crossover book with Shinobi Sasquatch, which I had already backed. I thought, what the fuck? Why not? Still haven't seen Shinobi Sasquatch. But Monster MD was actually a pretty good book. The art was pretty dope. The only big problem I found with it, yes, I actually read the book, was as part of the stretch goal, everybody seemed to do, and it's cut down recently, which is a good thing. But back then, it was always these extra pages. So if you met a stretch goal, they'd add like 10 pages. So smack dab in the middle of Monster MD, there's this portion where it's the doctor and he's examining various types of monsters. And that just is like filler that just feels like it drags and drags. And yeah, I did get the crossover PDF. and it was kind of boring. But Monster MD itself was actually pretty good. I don't know about any of his other books, but yeah. I still don't like Vaughn. I still think he's a prick, but I did like Monster MD.
You didn't know what the fuck, you didn't know nothing about it, because none of you motherfuckers know the real history, because you got dirt worms in your fucking ears. All of you have got fucking dirt worms in your fucking ears. You're trying to ruin me with people who went after my children and my wife. They went after not just me, they went after my children and my wife and my relatives, my in-laws, my brothers, people I went to school with. You're in bed with them. You say no, guilt by association. You're using their material, their talking points, and their narratives, which are not based in truth either. They are based in preconception. Give it a year, these motherfuckers are going to be out there. They'll have Vaughn on their show, and they'll be talking about how I'm going to jail in the latest court case, just like Della Rose did. While I sit there on a live stream going, well, I'm not in court and I'm not going to prison, but...
Okay, there actually was a court case. I'm sorry. Fuck, just go back through my... through the content here. If it was on, I'll check. It could have been one of the things on Dean's channel that he took down. But I don't know that I have all of the paper receipts anymore, but they're all in the video. There was a court case that Liam was involved in. Unfortunately, at the same time, 6 hours away, there was another court case involving a man with the exact same name. So Liam decided that yes, I am not that other Liam Gray 6 hours away, even though there was proof that Liam Gray had a court date in Grafton, or near Grafton, the closest courthouse to whatever. So yes, you did have court, and it was about a fight at your grandmother's house. You've talked about it openly. You just never admitted that the cops got involved. I don't think. I don't remember him ever admitting it. Maybe he did. So I'm going to cover my ass on that. But yes, I believe your brother put a hole in the wall. And that's why the cops showed up.
You know, this is what's going on, guys. You know, that's the path they have chosen. They've chosen to destroy my relationship with Katie, which was entirely me supporting her, by the way. And I'm probably one of the few fucking people in a position to actually bail her ass out of shit that she's going to find herself in when all of these motherfuckers turn on her, which TikTok will not be fucking long. So they isolated from that so they could cling to her. They poisoned her fucking against me. They're in her ear about me striking everyone and all the shit. They're saying Liam started all these strikes and shit, which is lies as well. And then 5 seconds later said, I never said that. Said it last night on TJ's stream.
Liam did start the strikes. Liam chooses to forget when it is convenient that there were strikes years ago. He took down shitty web comics. Does anybody remember that? I remember that. He struck Nasser. He struck Smiller. I think that might have been it. Liam is the only person in ComicsGate who has gone on any kind of striking spree. Ever. He admitted to striking Barr. Admitted to it. We've got it. We already know he did. He sent him he struck him I don't know how many times, claiming he was going to be suing him for fucking defamation. So yes, we know that happened, Liam. Quit fucking trying to pretend it didn't. Because I didn't do these other strikes. Oh no, these other quote unquote strikes, I didn't do those. So I'm not guilty of the ones I actually did. Just like he wasn't guilty of having a court case because he didn't happen to be involved in the other one. It's his same fucking pattern. Same pattern.
Liars. Liars. And you fucking isolated her and put all this fucking stress on her to the point where you're fucking unironically posting photos of her fucking exhausted and stressed out while you're sitting there all grinning, laughing off her fucking clout like little fucking parasites.
These are... If Katie did goes on stream and she's on fucking camera and she's all stressed looking and her filters aren't working and her wig's askew or she's crying or she didn't put her makeup on right or her lighting's fucking shit, it's on the fucking internet. Fuck that. We're going to protect Katie's physical image that she put on the internet so that nobody feels extra bad for Katie? And why is Katie not responsible for her own decisions? Why does she have no fucking agency? That's right, because she cries.
You want to talk like men? Well, this is how men talk. You're acting like fucking bitches. You're acting like ladies. And what you're doing to Katie is fucked, right? It's fucked. She's not a free ride. She's a person. You say you're her fucking friend, but what, you're going to poison her fucking actual allies against her? Are you guys going to be going giving her $100, $50 super chat, $50, $100 super chats? Are you guys going to do that?
Transactional. Are you guys going to drop her $150, $200 super chats? It's more transactional because this is the internet. This is all these people have. Transactional relationships. Liam. She can go through, which is what you say here. Here. No,
when was the last time I saw any of you guys do it? I'd do that. I do that pretty regular. She can go check her fucking channel history and realize what I've been doing for her.
Why are you sending Katie did $150 or $200 super chats? So she could buy her cable? For her $12 cable? Was this Australian money or American dollars? I know. Probably. It doesn't make much of a difference for you. But when Katie goes through her records, then she could say, oh, I don't really have anything here for $150 because that's Australian money. Right. So the whole loop starts all over again because Katie won't think of that specifically about the whole, currency conversion thing and it's just stupid, but it's transactional. And why? Like, that gives you some sort of extra power, protective power over Katie did because you gave her money and they're not going to give her money? Pimp her out some more. I'm sorry, Liam. And I know. Like, I am just beyond... He's on a fucking sabbatical and he comes back to fucking YouTube. And now he's doing these little debunking videos, right? Like these are my receipts. And they're shit fucking receipts, Liam. They're still shit fucking receipts. What you should be doing, Liam... I'm gonna let this finish running for a bit, and then I'll tell you what.
Go look at your super chat history, Katie. Who's your real fucking friends? Someone who's going to be there when it's hard times, and not just when it's fucking good times, or a bunch of fucking people sitting there in her fucking ear, feeding her shit, so that she ends up hating the one guy that's in a fucking position where he can probably fucking help her.
Help her with what exactly? How to get into deeper drama shit? How to thoroughly trash your own reputation online? I don't know what he's supposed to help her with. Navigate the CG slums? Liam has such a distorted view of what everybody's doing around him. Sometimes, every once in a while, there's just a sparkle of fucking clarity. But most of the time, it's just garbage shit that he pumps out for the masses. Katie's a grown fucking woman. That's all I've got to say. And if Katie really wanted advice, I could give her advice. I would have done it at the beginning. I would have told her to run the fuck away from this place.
Well, not the one guy, but probably one of like 4 fucking guys. Because it's not you cunts. You're ineffective. 10 of you can't touch me. 10 of you are not equal to 1 Liam. And you're going to defend Katie? While you sit there posting photos of her fucking humiliated and exhausted with little cartoon characters of you fucking grinning? It's fucking shocking and shameful. Maybe it's all in Liam's mind. Timestamp it, guys. Look at this time and date. I'm showing you the fucking future in real time. This is the path they've chosen. They've chosen to be my enemy. They've chosen to turn me into a lol cow. If I'm going to be a lol cow, I'll do it with Keemstar, thank you very much.
Ha!
I'll go over and I'll hang out with my good friend Keemstar. It'll be Keem and Liam, and we'll fucking make hundreds of thousands of fucking dollars. And it'll be fun. We've got Zeno, who I love.
It's way too late for that. It's way too fucking late for the Keemstar thing. Like, man, you think you could just DM him? Yeah, you're just gonna DM him and you're gonna become the new host on LolCow Live? Dude, you aren't he's not your buddy. You don't have it like that.
He says, you can't be turned into a lol cow. That comes naturally. The fact that they try, they become lol cows themselves. We see it over and over and over again.
All right, and here's this complete and total misunderstanding about what a lol cow is. At its heart, the lol cow is a creature that continues to make shit decisions. That's what it comes down to. In the face of the same problems, they either make new shit decisions or repeat the same shit decisions. So tell me, where do all of these people fall?
The problem is, I'm in on the joke, guys. I'm being a clown to entertain you all. It's meant to be fun. It's meant to be fun, okay?
Yeah, I think that's why I broke that in there. It's been a couple of days since
They
I
want
edited
to
this
threaten
one.
me and speak down to me and talk about having codes and principles while they hang out with people that go after children, that speak in defense of pedophiles.
This is the portion that I wanted to get into. So here you go.
And then turn around and make false accusations about my claims and what I say and do. History will prove Liam right again. So, what's it going to be? They're going to be another 100 EFAPs of fucking Liam? Going to be another 100 EFAPs of Liam? You want to be good friends with Risey till he stabs you, until he gets drunk and stabs you in the back, leaks everything that you've been saying horrible about everyone behind their back, and then you got to fight them off? How many times I got to see this go down with this Dungeoneer shit? Just be better than it. Just be nice and friendly and have fun. Make anime streams, giving you the revised history of the fucking world. You're sitting there listening to the world government. I'm out here on the red line, fighting for the fucking future, fighting for freedom, sailing along. I just want to be king of the fucking pirates, and you motherfuckers are running around with the Marine. You're running around with the fucking Marine, rehearsing the false history of the world and getting pissed off that I know where all the fucking poneglyphs are. Well, I'm sorry that I know where all the fucking poneglyphs are, but I want to know the real history of the world, and I want to find the One Piece, and I want to be king of the pirates, and you motherfuckers Just want to listen to what fucking Emu has to say. And Emu sounds an awful lot like Emu. Wait a minute. This is all starting to make sense. This is all starting to fucking make sense. It's Emu. You guys all follow Emu. In all seriousness, fucking.
I think he had some sort of mental break.
That's the thing.
Actually,
there's years of history here that you guys don't know, and I'm not the villain. I've never been the fucking villain. You know, when Von's talking about, oh, Liam was against CG and he was calling all the CG pedophiles, show me where I did that, please. Because you know who I called a pedophile? You want to know the true history of the fucking world? You guys ready to sit back and fucking, are you ready to fucking, you're listening, your ears fucking peeled, you got your ears turned on, boys and girls? Shout out to Angela and girls. I called Slick Jimmy a pedophile. I called a group of people who were in associated with the original CG church, not you guys. The original CG church used to call it Jesus Campaign back in the day. It was invented to do battle with war campaign as Mike Miller's first foibled attempt to fucking see.
This bit is completely made up. I mean, there was what they called the God Squad, and that was, you know, it was pretty much like the actual Christians in CG and Mike S. Miller and Edwin, but it was never some organized. It was never some organized thing like the fucking Templar Knights to take out war campaign.
He's control of the space. And this isn't the adult history from fucking the Brain of Rise or some other fucking drunk. This is what really happened. These motherfuckers were sharing around photos of kids in a parentheses reference art folder. We're talking little kids in their swimsuits and quite often a lot less, that they'd stolen off from random people off Facebook. And I put it into the fucking FBI. And it got a whole bunch of people real fucking mad. I even had Yellow Flash call me a snitch over it when he was drunk. And I thought, whoa, hold on a minute.
All right.
And, you know,
I'll let him
little
go for
fucking
a little bit longer.
CBR, that's when he got his little panties in a twist, didn't he? All around the same fucking time. Big coincidence. All of his fucking food and gay shit that was all over his fucking timeline. They all want to fucking hide. They all got real upset that Liam had gone and snitched to the government. Liam had gone and put in all of these fucking people for their pedophilic bullshit. Well, it wasn't 10,000-year-old dragon girls. It was someone's daughter. It was some motherfucker's daughter. Right? And you know what happened to Slick Jimmy? Slick Jimmy went to jail because of Liam. And I'm not sorry. And I'm not going to be sorry. I believe that pedophiles should get the death sentence. I hate pedophiles. I fucking hate them. I've worked with kids that have suffered at the hands of these fucking degenerates. I've seen what it does to people's lives.
I'm going to interrupt this for a bit because you guys all heard what he said. So this is why I wanted to talk about this tonight. And it's a little bit more serious than just being snarky at Liam. Because, yeah, the subject matter. First off, Liam had absolutely nothing to do with the arrest of Slick Jimmy. Nothing. Abso-fucking-lutely nothing. This is something Liam has made up in his head. As I'm listening to this stream, and I'm hearing him talking about some sort of reference folder. Like this is actually what he's talking about. He's talking about a reference folder for art filled with that had some pictures of kids in bathing suits or something, right? Because like they're not going to have nude kids. Like you need to be able to see they're kids. You need to be able to see their shape. You know, yeah, just like you would have a woman in a bikini, right? It's not necessarily lascivious. And this is the part where I kinda get a little tied up because I'm gonna get to the possibility that it wasn't completely innocent in just a moment. Um, but Yellow Flash, his involvement, I when I heard him say Yellow Flash was basically calling him a pussy for calling the FBI on a bunch of, quote, pedophiles, I was like, I don't like Yellow Flash, man. I mean, we're not buds. I don't like the dude, but I can't imagine Yellow Flash being like objecting to someone calling, and it's not the FBI, it would be the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. You call them, right? Their hotline. Okay. So I can't imagine Flash saying no. If you're talking about actual child porn, I do not see Yellow Flash going, no, no, don't call the cops. And I don't even like the guy. It's crazy. So what did I do? I hit up Yellow Flash and I said, hey, bruh, like, Liam's saying some kind of crazy ass fucking shit here. Like, and he goes, I have no idea what he's fucking talking about because that shit never happened. Not in those exact same words, but that was pretty much the gist of it. That shit never happened. It just didn't happen. And this is just crap Liam is making up. Now, the live stream that involved pedophilia that he's talking about with Vaughn, and as near as I can figure, that is a live stream that was done on that Oz did. And I believe it was the Oz show number 53. It was the same no you did, no you did, no you did stream that Finatra was playing a couple of weeks ago. I think. And but it was the one where Pan and Ethan went after each other, and Ethan went after Micah, if any of you remember. That's pretty much when Ethan told Micah he was a no-talented piece of shit and to get away. And Liam comes on at the end. He'd already been in the stream in the middle, but he comes on at the end all pissed off, and this is when Liam left ComicsGate, okay? 2 days after this, Micah did a Liam's leaving ComicsGate video. I mean, it was all just really stupid and performative, but Liam starts talking about pedophiles in ComicsGate generally, that there are pedophiles in ComicsGate. And then specifically, he blind items Nasser. Liam decided that Nasser is some sort of pedophile and claims to have some interview with the father of this girl that apparently was underage. I think she was like, according to Liam, I think she was like 16 or 17 when Nasser was like 18, but they never had that kind of relation. Just stupid shit that Liam made up in his head that he's never provided receipts for, ever. And the DMs or the text messages that he had posted on Twitter on the now gone account were obviously photoshopped because we covered it on a stream. We talked about that shit. And Liam still clings to it because he got angry that fucking Nasser came back to ComicsGate. Just that's what it is. He got mad that Ethan was cool with Nasser coming back. Because remember, he struck Nasser. He doesn't like Nasser. He took that fuck Nasser thing really fucking seriously, is what he did. And I totally forgot to get the it was a rough one. I was looking for these screenshots and then got distracted by a whole bunch of other stuff. But yeah, give me just 1 second and I'm gonna download this stuff. But yeah, So let me go ahead and I will continue on with Liam as soon as I find that stupid folder. Okay.
Lives. I fucking hate it. But hey, you can backpat all of the guys that all hate me. They can say Liam, Von Klaus can come out and say, Liam said ComicsGate's all pedophiles. I said, no, I didn't. I've never called Ethan Van Sciver a pedophile. Show me the video of me doing that. I never called John Malin a pedophile. Show me the video. Show me proof of these claims that people are making. You know, like I said in that clip, I could sneeze and there would be 100,000 fucking streams about it, each one between 2 to 12 hours long. If I misspeak a single word, it's a segment on 5 different fucking shows. They've got all the receipts on me and everything on me, and they've been documenting everything that I fucking do. So show me where I'm accusing ComicsGate of being pedophiles. Show me of where I'm accusing any of these people of being pedophiles who weren't convicted of it.
Nasser. You called Nasser a pedophile, and he's never been so much as investigated for it. Because it never fucking happened. You had nothing to do with Slick Jimmy. Absolutely nothing. But you know what you didn't have any... I'll let him finish, and then
There's one person that hasn't got convicted for something I think is very fucking seedy, and I've expressly not pushed that further because the father of the fucking victim asked me not to. So I honored it, and I had egg on my face for fucking years because of that.
There's always an excuse.
But I ain't calling CG pedophiles. You've got no fucking evidence of it, but that flew out of Von Klaus's mouth, didn't it? Liam left ComicsGate for 4 years, you're right. I packed up and I walked away. I was disappointed by the conduct of certain individuals and frustrated over being targeted with bullshit and lies and narrative. I think anyone would be. I think fucking anyone would be. That's what pushed me to the edge of fucking shit, right? Now, it's years later. That shit's in the past. And you know what set it right? People opened their fucking eyes. For the most part, you still got some sleepers out there. No.
So, I don't know that I'm not going to play the rest of this Liam video because there's not much else to it. Just the pedophile shit really fucking pissed me off. And the reason it angers me so incredibly much is this. It's this. It's this. This. This is from his friend, Raging Golden Eagle. The lolicon. The one who probably should have his phone examined. RGE. Liam's fucking friend. For all of Liam's talk about pedophilia and degeneracy and every fucking thing else, he ignores, just ignores, Raging Golden Eagle, a self-confessed lolicon. And I'm fucking tired of hearing Liam talking about all of this shit when this is his fucking friend. Maybe what you saw, Liam, maybe that folder you saw was shit from fucking Raging Golden Eagle, your friend. Huh? I bet that's what it was, and somewhere in your head, you've mixed all of it the fuck up. You created this story about the fucking FBI. You claimed that you're the one that got Slick Jimmy arrested. What a total fucking lie that is. But this pisses me the fuck off, bruh. No more. No more bringing this shit up. Unless you're gonna totally fucking own the fact that for years you have ignored that Raging Golden Eagle is into that creepy, degenerate fucking shit. Nobody has to tell lies about you, Liam. This happens every time. You make the friends, then you start the bullshit, and then out come the fables and out comes lies, and then they go, oh man, Liam's kind of full of fucking shit. I still like you. And I think what you should do, Liam, and you should take serious consideration here, because you said you liked doing that Comics with Chris stream. Do more streams that are just that. Better yet, Liam, don't stream. Ignore everybody fucking talking about you. I do. Katie should. Grift should. Matt Barr's becoming the new Liam Gray, spurging about every fucking slight he possibly can. Just don't. Vlog. Do edited fucking videos about your day. Do edited fucking videos about comics and anime and cartoons. Get somebody to do them with you. Just stop the live streaming. So you're not responding to retards in your chat who are just there to wind you up. Put out edited videos. You want to grow your fucking channel? Pull everything down. Do edited videos. Do shorts. Quit streaming. It's bad for you. And now that I've shown you, and I apologize greatly, and hopefully YouTube doesn't get upset and the algorithm realizes that you know, I blurred shit out because I did that to you. Have a meerkat. Yeah. We're getting there. It's that time. It's the end of the stream. I just can't. When I heard that, I just about lost my freaking mind. Because all I could think about was Raging Golden Eagle. Yeah. But that meerkat's fucking cute. And remember, gentlemen, most hot chicks be crazy. You all have a great one. I will see you early next week. Enjoy your weekend. And for those of you who aren't on the East Coast, enjoy the rest of your Halloween. Good night, everybody.